people. Beautiful, beautiful. Nice to be here. Glad to have made it, to be honest with you. I didn't think I would at one point today because I woke up this morning, the handles had fallen off my bag for life. I thought, oh, maybe that knows something I don't know. So it's just a relief to have made it here. It's nice to see people out drinking wine. Hello, madam, on the rosé. The rosé, or Princess Petrol, as I like to call it. My favourite wine, thank you for asking. I like a box of wine. That's what I go for. A box of wine. Wine you can stack, ladies and gentlemen. Doesn't roll around annoyingly in the back of the car, does it? A box of wine. The box of wine is your little secret, isn't it? Your little secret, the box of wine. Because nobody can see how much of the 5-litre box of wine you have slowly been sipping away on all evening. You don't know how heavy or how light my 5-litre box of wine is. And it's the wine that keeps giving, isn't it? The box of wine. It is, because you think you've got all of it out. You press the little stopper with all your might. You've given yourself a blister on your thumb. You're like, oh, that surely is it. But us box of wine connoisseurs know, don't we? There's more lurking in the corners. Rip open its little cardboard head, pull out its silvery intestines, and play what I like to call the alcoholic bagpipe into your glass. Gosh, fourth secret last glass of wine. Oh, love it. Realised I was probably drinking a little bit too much wine recently when I turned to a friend not so long ago. Oh, that is a very, very nice breakfast wine. I hate wine snobs, don't you? I hate wine snobs. I've got a friend who's a wine snob. Every time you go around for dinner, she's like, you'll love this. Well, you'll love it. You'll absolutely adore it. It's been lying on its side for the last 7 years. And I think, I've been lying on my side predominantly for the last 42 years. Hasn't done me any good. Slightly dustier on one side. That's it. I mean, nobody really knows anything about wine. Wine companies know that. That's why they stick labels on the bottles that have no bearing to the content of the bottle, do they? You see pictures on the label, you go, look at that, look at that. Look at that. That's like an interesting bottle of wine. It's got a frog on the label. It's wearing a top hat. It's riding a bicycle. I have no idea what the bouquet of a frog and a top hat riding a bicycle would be, but I'm prepared to give it a go, I will tell you. They always have a little serving suggestion on the back as well, don't they? I don't know who that's for. I've yet to meet the person who has no idea how to consume wine. Stood there in a confused manner going, if only there was a serving suggestion. And who are these? Are these the same people that just check the cooking instructions on tins of soup like that one? I'm glad I checked that. I was going to grill it. That's Wine serving suggestions always like to suggest foods that the wine will accompany well, doesn't it? Goes well with fish and pork. And you think, I don't care. Not at this stage of the evening. Will it go well with the 2 bottles of wine I've had before it? That's what we really need to know, isn't it? It's lovely, it's a joy. Consuming, it's a joy. I love it. Drinking, eating, I love to eat. I'm a big eater. I realised recently I'm quite competitive around food. Do you know what I mean by that? Do you know, does anybody else panic in a tapas situation? Do you know what I mean? Do you find yourself going, oh, shit, blades, there's a little twitch of the eye, isn't there? You're putting on the sweatbands, limbering up, going, oh, my God, I hope this is enough, really. I'm like Zoe, the buffet slayer. I properly go for it. I managed to eat so much the other night. I went out for dinner with a friend. I ate so much. I got up to leave. I put my sunglasses on. I thought, oh, they feel tight. I mean, I really... Never attempt to eat tapas with me either, because you will lose. You will lose, and then you will cry when we split the bill. You will... There's always one when I go out for a meal going, I only had an olive, so... I'm like, you had the same chances as me, bitch. You just didn't take them. I love my food. I love my food. I take my hat off to anybody who cooks professionally for a living. It's hard work cooking for a living. It really, really... You've got to be on it. You've got to be focused, you know. You can't dilly-dally about in those kitchens. Poof, you know. You say what you like about Nigella Lawson, but I bet there isn't a person in this room now that doesn't have more respect for that lady, knowing that she managed to cobble together all of those meals over all of those years off her tits on cocaine. Because Just hats off, Nigella, because God knows I've managed to cock up a roast on a sherry, so she's... You know, can't be easy, can it? That's all I'm saying. On a Sunday with the family coming over, you're trying to make a roast with a head full of paranoia and a nosebleed. It can't be easy. I had my suspicions about Nigella years ago. I was trying to follow one of her cookie recipes and it told me to chop the flour into lines. I thought...